the moderator for this group, and Gina also went through the training, so we're gonna probably do a tag team moderating because, the way they divided up the groups, we were all gonna have our own group, but now we combined, so we're gonna kind of do that. So, as a moderator, I'm just gonna guide the discussion. I'm not an expert on cyberbullying by any means, and I just wanna go through some little housekeeping things. The bathrooms are located right out in the hallway. And we're not going to have any breaks in this discussion. We're going to try to talk till about 7:50. So we're going to go through each of the sides of the argument that they put up on the PowerPoint for us. So we're going to spend time on each of those approaches. But first of all, what I'd like to do is, what we do need, well, we'll do introductions first and then we'll do the So if we can have everyone just introduce yourself and kind of let us know what your role in the community is, whether it's parent, teacher, student, whatever, if you are employed within the community, you can just let us know kind of your role here tonight. So we'll start with, well actually, Omira's going to be our recorder, so we'll start with you.
Tell us about yourself, Omira.
I'm an Aquarius. My name is Omira. I work at the Center for Youth and Families, and I'm happy to be here.
My name is Gina. I work at Susan B. Anthony Project, and I'm happy to be here as well.
I'm Robin. I work at Torrington Youth Services.
My name is Diane. I work at Connecticut Junior Republic.
And I'm Cheryl. I work for Torrington Juvenile Probation.
Keith from Torrance Juvenile Probation.
Kane, parent.
Melissa Kane, parent.
Cheryl. I'm a parent.
Lindsay, I'm a parent also.
Cheryl, a parent.
I'm Pedro, I'm a student from high school. I'm Bob, I'm a counselor at Torrington High School and coordinator for the ESL program, night school program.
Okay.
I'm Maria Kachet Skinner, and I represent the McCall Foundation.
I'm Larry Cassell, and I work at Lark.
I'm Morgan, and I'm a student here at THS.
I'm Roger, I'm the same student at THS.
Lou, citizen.
I'm Lauren, I'm a sign language interpreter.
And I'm Cassie. I'm a student interpreter.
And I'm Tracy. Okay. And then we have one more come in, and we have, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself. I know you're still trainer for conversation. Okay. And can you say a little bit your name and your role in the community tonight that we can hear from?
I'm Karen. My daughter's a Girl Scout, and she's now doing babysitting.
Okay.
And I work for the post office with Twin Language.
Excellent.
And we don't know Jamie.
What's that?
And we don't know Jamie.
Oh, me? I said it in the beginning.
Oh, you did? I'm
well,
sorry.
I said it probably before we started with Omira, but I'm Jamie Eldred from the Youth Service Bureau, so people who walk in
thank
after
you.
didn't know. Thanks. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have some posters on the wall with some just general guidelines. We have our schedule here tonight, so everyone can be familiar and kind of know what our pace is. 2 hours sounds like a lot of time to talk about a topic, but once we get into it, I think it'll go by really fast. And like she said, we have dessert waiting for us at the end, so that's always a plus. Okay, so let's just go through really quick the conversation guidelines, because what we really want to do is have this be an open discussion, people feeling free to talk, but we don't want one person to dominate. You know, we want to be able to hear from as many different sides of the arguments and the topics that we're covering at a time. So first of all, speak for yourself and participate as equals. Young and old, we're all here with the same, everyone's opinion is valued tonight. So listen carefully and with respect. One person speaks at a time. It's helpful sometimes if you have something you really want to say. I know we did this a while ago in Harlingen, and people would raise their hands if someone else was talking. And that kind of clues us into you would like to say something, and we'll try to get to everybody, as fairly as possible. Respect others' opinions. Everyone has an opportunity to speak, but that's not a pressuring thing. If you're just here to listen, that's fine too, but we do want your voice to be heard, and like I said, I'll be looking for those hands. Agree to disagree. Disagree with ideas, not people. Stay focused, and if we could all silence our phones, that also makes the conversation a little easier. So I do have a couple of jobs that we would like some volunteers for. We need one person to be the timekeeper. If someone's good at kind of looking at the clock and keeping us on task, I'll kind of give you a time slot for when we need to end and move on to the next thing. So Cheryl, you can do that, okay? I'll write that in Cheryl time. Okay, and then I need somebody to help Omira. What they need to do is remove the papers when they're full. She'll kind of signal you, and she's gonna, we're gonna ask you to stick it somewhere on the wall, which is gonna be a little bit tricky in this room, but.
My seat might not be the best.
Whichever is fine. If you want to, go right ahead.
No, I'm thinking that there's, oh, there's no way.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
Okay, we add that.
So you want to do
Sure,
that? Lindsay, okay. Lindsay will do the pages, okay? And the last.
Would you be the runner?
Sure.
Oh, good idea, tag team, Lindsay, Gina, okay. All right, and the last volunteer we need is someone to be brave and kind of share our next steps and some of our, these are the big posters that we're gonna end up having full by the end of the night. We need somebody to be able to present that to the larger group in the cafeteria. You can do that, oh, Morgan, excellent, okay. We'll present, okay, I think that's all of the boring intro stuff that I need to do, right? Okay, so now we're gonna move into the conversation, and what I'd like you to do is we're gonna tally up which approach you kind of sided with the conversation. So if you think cyberbullying is the job of the families to kind of work it out with the families taking the lead on that topic, raise your hand. Show of hands, anyone for approach A, families? We got one. Anybody else for
Can
families?
you tell us what all the approaches
Yeah,
are?
see,
Oh, okay, yeah, it's, sorry about that. Families, schools, and community. So basically,
We can only
Let me-
pick one?
they
It's
want
not
you
like all of
to,
the
they
above?
want you to lean towards one. You can kind of be in the middle, but what are you more leaning towards? And I've got the PowerPoint right here. What I'll do is I'll just do the
Just
longer
voting,
explanation.
just voting.
Okay. Let me see. Approach A, if everyone wants to review on that. Bullying has always been a part of growing up. Cyberbullying is a new, more dangerous and anonymous form of bullying. The family should provide emotional support as children work through these issues themselves. So that's approach A. Approach B is since bullying often starts at school, which leads to cyberbullying after school hours, the school is responsible for teaching children how to work and play cooperatively. And approach C, am I going too fast? Sorry.
No.
Cyberbullying is a societal crisis that requires immediate attention. The community is responsible for providing social services to combat bullying. Okay, so now we know what the approaches are. So can we now have a show of hands for approach A? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, let's count again here. One, keep your hands up. Families, the families one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for families. So approach A, 10. All right, approach B, school. Bullying often starts at school. It's school's responsibility. 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 hands. Did I miss anybody? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And approach C, the community social service response. Anybody vote for that? Did everybody vote, or did I miss some? Let's see. Okay.
I wasn't done thinking about
Okay.
it.
Put that in the parking lot.
Are you gonna join us, or you just taking pictures?
I'm taking
Okay,
pictures.
just making sure. Okay, no problem.
Other presents.
All right,
Is that audio too?
any final thoughts from people who didn't vote? 'Cause, I mean, if okay, one more for A. Any other last minuters? 2 more for A, okay. And any other ones who would like to be added to the tally sheet here? No. Okay, so right now, guys, we're gonna talk about approach A families, and if our timekeeper Cheryl can keep us on task, we're gonna go till 6:35 on this, okay? So, people who voted for A, why did you pick that?
Because most school districts don't embrace technology, haven't. In Torrington, there's no electronic devices. So if they don't want the devices, why are they concerned with how they're used?
Okay. Anyone else have a reason why they picked A, families? Yeah?
I bought my child the device, and it's my responsibility to see what they're done. I demand to know what their passwords are. And I will look on cell phones or iPods to see what my children have and on their computers.
Okay.
I have access to what they are in their community, and so I think it's my responsibility.
Anyone?
I was gonna say that I thought it was more not of a technical approach, I don't know how to word that, but more of an emotional
Okay.
approach to how we, all of a sudden I'm getting stage fright.
No.
How
You're
we,
welcome.
treat each other in our family.
Yeah.
That's how I was thinking of it, and teaching them about other people's feelings. That's why I voted for that one.
Okay.
How you kind of not hurt people's feelings and how people would feel if you did.
So you kind of follow up.
That's how I.
Yeah, for the emotional side, yeah. Okay, Lou?
As family members, I consider to monitor electronic devices part of everyone in the family, and we all do it actually. And if the school did it, I think that would